Welcome to Crochet. In this video, I'll be discussing the basic crochet tools that any crocheter uses. This is my collection. First, let's discuss the crochet hooks. They're available in so many shapes and designs. I have the two most basic and they're available everywhere. Let's take up the aluminium hook. It's made up of aluminium and it's plain and simple and practical, and I believe it's the least expensive crochet hook available. I personally started with it. And then comes these type of hooks. They are made, their handles are made up from rubber or silicone, I'm not really sure, but they're lighter in weight and they're easier to use and more comfortable, especially for an experienced crocheter when they start using these hooks. For me, I found it faster to work with, and they're also more comfortable. They didn't really, I didn't really feel the weight. They're slightly more expensive, but they're great for beginners because what I like about it is that the yarn does not pass this point. It doesn't go beyond. So when you're first learning and you're holding the yarn, the hook and the yarn, I believe it helps more. But of course, you're free to use whatever design you think you like more or you think they're comfortable with. The sizes are in millimeters. Sometimes they are written in letters, and this is the US metric system. The US measurement system, I'm sorry. They're available everywhere online, but I will post a link in the description box for you to refer to if you would like to convert from a US measurement unit to a millimeter, so you know which hook to use. Next is the thread needle, and they are used to weave in the ends of the yarn sticking out of your project. They're not sharp at all. This one is metallic and these are in plastic. Obviously this one is for thick yarn and this is for medium-sized or small yarn. You're free to choose whatever, but I find the plastic ones are more practical. But you're free also to use your working crochet hooks. There's no problem with that as well. These just make your project look neat after you weave in all the ends. And then comes those stitch markers. They are sold by the bundle like this. And from the name, it's used to mark stitches. In some patterns, you're asked to mark the first stitch of a particular row. So you can use these to mark it, just insert it and lock it. Otherwise, you can use a paper clip like these. These will also do the same trick. Or you can use a safety pin. You can use bobby pins if you want. I mean, your options are really unlimited. So you use whatever you have in hand. Also, you can use those stitch markers to lock your project. So if you're going to leave it for a long time or you're moving it around and you're afraid that the yarn will be pulled and you will lose your progress, you can insert these in place of the crochet hook and lock it, and this will just prevent the yarn being pulled and you will keep your progress. They're great that way. And then we have these counters. They count rows. So if you have a weak memory like me, or you're leaving your project for a long time, or you even get confused counting rows, you can just look at the counter and see which row you stopped at and just carry on. This will save you time. Instead of counting and getting confused or getting it wrong, this will be the safest option you have. And then the scissors. These are scissors especially for yarn, but of course you're free to use whatever scissors you have. So for someone who would like to go ahead and buy their first crochet tools, I'd recommend buying a 5mm hook of any design. Choose whatever you're comfortable with, and just have a pair of scissors. This is all you need to have as a start to learn crochet, and this is what I personally started with. You can pick up any project with this size hook and get to know crochet using it. So for my next video, I'm gonna be discussing yarn, the different sizes and types, so you understand your choices. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to receive new videos notifications when they're uploaded. Thank you and bye bye.